Good morning.
Good morning.
So that is not Da Nang, that's Bangkok. We've been here 2 weeks and damn, I've got to say Bangkok is a very impressive city.
We're really loving the energy here, and it's such a huge change of pace from what it was like in Da Nang. And we're city people at heart, so it's just really giving us a lot of good vibes right now, and we're really enjoying Bangkok so far.
Even 2 weeks in, we want to show you what our life here in Bangkok is looking like and share a little bit of that process of learning all about a new city.
First things first, we need a coffee, right?
We need coffee. So we're walking over to one of our little local coffee shops.
Yeah, one of our favourites.
It's called Mono. And the prices are reasonable, which is cool because the word mono in Esperanto means money, so. But no, it's really cool to be in a city and then build your like local routine, right?
Yeah, we're rediscovering all of our favourite spots in Bangkok now, like we did in Da Nang.
This is a wakey, and I don't want to spoil the ending of the story, but when you finish drinking it, you feel much more awake.
Blow your head off, that's what it'll do.
Blow your head off. Blow your head off.
I get made fun of so much, but I actually bring all of the entertainment in these vlogs. All of the subscribers are actually my subscribers.
Speaking of which, she's just started her own YouTube channel, so if you do want to hear more Northern English accent,
yeah, if you want all the entertainment and none of the over-explanation.
and also to the one person in the comments that said, what language are you speaking? You.
I'm sort of gutted that we're leaving, but we can always come back.
We could come back. Would you move here?
I think so. Would you?
If you're asking for my gut reaction right now, yeah, definitely. This city is giving me so much energy and I just feel like nothing's making me want to leave and everything's making me want to stay here.
Gotta be careful with statements like that.
I know, I mean, maybe this vlog will turn into why we're moving to Bangkok full time.
You drop coffee left in that, apparently that.
The only thing with Bangkok, I would say, is it's a little bit more expensive, so you do have to drink every drop of your coffee to make
make
it.
the most of it.
You gotta make it economically viable.
$7-Eleven. Are you ready for all these stairs?
Yeah, the only problem with public transport is it runs above the city, so every time you want to get on it, rather than going down into the subway, you have to do this.
It's like Everest.
Steps.
You call it a sky train for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Tell me that you're not fit without telling me that you're not fit.
I know, my legs are burning.
So we're at the BTS now. I'll show you how it works because you need to use a little card that you top up with money, and then you can just scan in and scan out really easily. It's super easy to use once you've got a card. The aircon in the trains is so cold. It's like colder than a fridge. I can't wait.
Freezing. That's why I've got this on, because I've always got to be prepared for like women's winter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Automatic steps.
The public transport system is so easy to navigate here, especially once you've got one of these cards. Like, it's not even worth trying to get a grab or anything like that, because you can get anywhere in the city for really cheap and really quickly on the train.
Just make sure you're staying somewhere that's relatively close to the BTS or to the MRT, and then getting around the city is actually very easy and smooth.
Yeah, and it's really well organised, like everyone's really respectful, it's not chaotic in any way, but also it's really cheap. Like, I think this trip that we're about to take is going to cost us like 50 cents.
ที่ต่อไปชิดลง
It's so nice and cool on this train. I love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's
I might
nice.
just bring my laptop to the train one time and just like ride it from end to end and just work here because the aircon is so good.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's really cool being in a place that's so new and everything's so different. It's like you don't get many chances in life to start over in like every possible way at the same time. Like here in Thailand, we don't know any of the language. Even though we learn some Vietnamese, it does not transfer in any way.
No.
So different, right?
Yeah, it's different.
And like the transport system's different, the culture's different, we don't recognize any of the stores or the shops. It's like being a baby again and just learning how to live all over again. And we kind of trying to be present about it because in 2, 3, 4 more weeks, we're going to feel like we kind of know Bangkok a little bit better. But right now, it's all super exciting because we don't know anything. We're going into the T1 building because Paper Plane Project is at the top floor. Well, actually not the top floor, but close enough.
40th floor.
It's got a really good view actually. We'll show you what the view's like from up there because you can see the whole city. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's great.
So in the last video, we mentioned that my language learning app that I just published a new book about Vietnamese, and it's been really cool over the past couple of weeks because we've been waking up in the morning and seeing that, oh, somebody else has bought the book. And I mean, it's not, let's be honest, it's not a huge amount of money, but it's the first step.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and it's all come off the back of your hard work and everything that we did in Vietnam. Like, everything has led us to this moment, and if you bought the book, then obviously thank you, like, you're a real one.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who has actually purchased the book, and obviously that's only people who want to learn Vietnamese. There'll be more languages coming, don't worry. Yeah, I just wanted to sort of mention how cool that is to put a lot of hard work in and to reach that sort of like really important milestone of people are paying for your work. That's the biggest signal that what you're doing is helping people, even if it's just a small group of people. And this is Paper Plane Project, and so this is where we've done quite a bit of work already and where I think we'll do a lot more work in the future because it's a super cool spot. So if you're in Bangkok and you want somewhere to hang out where other people like you are sort of sat here doing work, working on their own, there's lots of people working on their own stuff here as well, then come to Paper Plane Project. It's a great spot. I think it might be one of my favourite spots.
Yeah, it's got really good views as well, which also, you know, adds to this like city living aesthetic that we're really leaning into right now.
I just dropped the camera and caught it before it fell. I hope that came through on the video. Wanted to mention one thing. We've discovered that these skywalks that lead between the stations are a really nice hack for walking around the central parts of Bangkok because they provide like a shelter from the sun, and the streets in Bangkok are really, really big. It's hard to cross the road and stuff, but these little skywalks are so good.
Yeah, and it's nice to be able to see the city from above as well.
Elizabeth is really enjoying the aircon.
Passengers are requested not to wear.
So we've taken the BTS to as close as possible to Lumpini Park, and now we've just got to walk over there. And no rain so far, but
It is hot, so, but it's nice because it's only a short walk and we get to see another new area of the city that we've not been through yet, so that's good news. He does look like he's having a good time.
Yeah, looks pretty chill, but there's a couple of other people here and everyone's really nervous because you don't know how quickly they can get out of the water, and that guy is big, like...
Yeah, that is a big one.
It looks like the same size as basically a small crocodile, so...
Yeah, exactly. Do you ever see a lizard living your dream life?
It's cool.
I'm not about to get eaten by a small crocodile for this vlog, so I think we should start walking.
Yeah, let's not get eaten. I mean, we do put a lot of effort into these vlogs, but being attacked by... What are they called, by the way? What are they called?
I don't even know.
Leave a comment, let us know what they're called. I know they're not lizards, and they're definitely not crocodiles, but I don't know what they're called.
So we're in Lumpini Park, and I think to me this is one of the most beautiful parts of the city.
A funny fact is, we were in our last vlog, if you remember, we said we were going to go back to Europe, and we had the plan to go to Valencia. In Valencia, they've got the Jardín del Turia, which is this gigantic park in the middle of the city. And we were really excited about that specifically, so we had this big green space in our life. Turns out, in Bangkok, you've also got that. Lumpini Park is incredible, love it.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like such a contrast between the greenery and the wildlife, as you can maybe hear. A lot of good birds. There's a lot of good birdage going on.
She loves a good bird, so...
There's loads of good birds.
There's also a lot of very large lizards, so if we look a little bit shifty while we're actually recording this, it's because we're just trying to stay alive.
Yeah, you literally never know where they're going to come from, but it's crazy to see them. But yeah, like the contrast between the nature and then the skyline, it's beautiful and it's awe-inspiring, and that's what we want more of in our life. It feels like, to me, Bangkok has exceeded all expectations, and that's quite a high bar to reach, because I feel like we have quite high standards for where we could imagine ourselves being for the long term.
Yeah, I agree. And I think what's interesting about Bangkok is it exceeds expectations in different ways. Like, some parts of the city feel a lot like Dubai felt, so if you do want quality and all that kind of stuff, you can find that. Then we've got like Lumpini Park, where if you want nature, you've got that. And then there's other parts of the city that do have that kind of cyberpunk greyness kind of vibe as well, which adds a sort of whole different aesthetic and dimension to the city. So you really do just get everything that you want here. I think I'm impressed by Bangkok so far.
Yeah, me too. It's amazing. And it's so beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah, look at what we're looking at now. So we're now going to use the MRT, which is the other transport system in Bangkok. This one, when you get a single ride, they give you like a little token, like a coin, a plastic coin, and you have to scan it, and then you deposit it on the other end.
Yeah, it's really well organised.
It is well organised, yeah. So we'll show you the MRT. The MRT is basically the subway. It's mostly underground, whereas the BTS is mostly overground.
Yeah.
Right, let's go. I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm starving.
We need to eat. The thing with these vlogs is we go and do a lot of stuff, and we usually wait until we're actually like ready to kill each other hungry. And then we're like, we need to eat, don't we? It's much easier than I made it look. How was lunch?
That was really good. I needed that.
If we needed one more reason why Bangkok is perfect for us, we just found this great Italian restaurant, and we have this thing where in every Italian restaurant we go to, we look for, what's it called?
Vitello Tonato.
Vitello Tonato. If you know anything about Italian food, you know what that is, and it's so good. Most Italians don't have it. but this one does. So I think that's a sign from the universe that we need to spend more time in Bangkok, because this restaurant was great as well. It's called La Casa Nostra, I think, if my pronunciation of Italian is good. But yeah, highly recommend. It's a really, really nice little spot.
Yeah, we're really glad we found it. We found it by complete chance, which is very typical of us in a new place. So yeah, glad to have found it because it was really good. Where's the Tuk Tuk when you need one?
A Tuk Tuk actually came up right beside us, so that was quite good timing. And now, as you can tell by the noise, we're in the Tuk Tuk.
Revin.
We've actually tried to use the BTS and the MRT pretty much everywhere in Bangkok, but it's undeniable that sometimes a Tuk Tuk is just the easiest way to get somewhere. It's essentially a motorbike, like a Grab motorbike in Vietnam, except you can sit down and it's a bit noisier and a bit crazier.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun for sure.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster. Your heart's gonna go, I swear. Well, successful day.
Yeah, it's a really cool spot, that. Between Mono from this morning and the Plant Workshop Cafe, we've got our little neighbourhood routine, and it feels really, really nice to have that already after only 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. And now we can just walk home. Fancy going to the pool?
So we're on our rooftop pool. What a privilege to live in this apartment building, honestly. It's probably not one of the nicest, but it's just very nice.
It's definitely the nicest place we've ever lived.
It is the nicest place we've lived, yeah. Honestly, like this building itself, we could just stay here the entire time and just live in this building, to be honest. Like with the co-working space, we spent a bit of time down there. Then obviously we've got the gym as well in this building just above. We'll show you a few shots of the gym, but we're spending every day there now because, I don't know, like Bangkok is like, we're using this as an opportunity to try and live our most ideal life, and what that means is a real careful balance between our health, our work goals, and of course just enjoying life itself.
Bangkok's just a really good example of how you rise to the sort of level of your environment, and we've sort of optimized our environment here to be perfect in all of the ways that we can sort of like rise up to the next level. We've had some really good times here already. Like, we're not huge going out people, as it were, but there's so much to do and so much to see here. Like, we went to a drag show the other night.
By the way, hard recommendation for Stranger Bar.
Yeah, that's how we saw the drag show.
If you're in Bangkok, Lumpini Park, you have to do that. Find a nice condo, you have to do that, and definitely go to Stranger Bar. That's pretty much the end of the video, what we wanted to show of our only 2 weeks in Bangkok so far. So the only thing left for us is to
enjoy the pool, yeah.